And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA.
Thanks, David. And above-the-rim play always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And, Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Green, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the three, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Pass to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's Jackson with the 3. Green with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Irving with a clean look. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Irving passes to Green. Dishes it to Jordan. Back to Green. 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Leonard with the bucket.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Here's Harden on the wing. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
To the inside. No good from Zubac, and Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden against Jackson. Harden kicks to Green. Wide open shot is on the money.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's George. Passes to Zubac. The layup missed.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Irving for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Leonard. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Harden finds Irving. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Leonard over Harris. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Irving drives in. Here's Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
We see his playmaking ability. Each year it's been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Irving. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's a man's play right there. Kyrie doing what the defender doesn't want him to do. And one opportunity.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Brown dishes to Aldridge. With the shot. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Kennard kicks to Patterson. Tips it. It's good on the putback.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Irving with it. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Brooklyn ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Rajon Rondo. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Man passes to Rondo. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Brooklyn leading by 3. Griffin with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Brown dishes to Griffin. Trying his luck from deep. And it's Brown missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 40% from the field. He gets that one. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Irving against Patterson. Now here's Griffin. Defense is right there. The kick out to Irving. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got 8 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Rondo passes to Patterson. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Griffin dishes to Irving. Off target on the 15-footer.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
They get it again. Tries it again. Misses the layup.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
He dishes it to Griffin. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Irving. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Brown outside. Kicks it to Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got his 2nd basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Brown finds Harris. Outside, Green. Here's the floater. And no good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Morris outside for Jackson. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Green. The 15-footer. Morris, no good. The Nets with the lead. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's Brown missing. George against Harden. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. Down low, here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's George. And the pass to Zubac. Inside shot. That misses off the backboard. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Brown, good. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Jackson with it. Picked up by Harris. Pass to Leonard. And he makes good on the layup. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
For Brooklyn, they had shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. So for the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in for Morris. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Kicks it out to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
From deep Harden, here's Aldridge. Offline from the high post. So that'll be it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. Now here is George. Pulls it from 20. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Paul George. Harden outside. Yep, that one goes.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Jackson looking it over. To the paint, Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He misses the free throw. Griffin's checked in for Green. And he's good on the second. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Irving for three. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside Rondo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving, a good look. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Rondo passes to Kennard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Irving double team. He kicks to Harden. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Second chance shot. Outside for Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Outside Rondo. Fires the three. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Harden dishes to Griffin. For three, Harris. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Batum. Outside for Rondo. Three-pointer. And no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Harris outside. To the wing right side. Griffin goes in. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And the Nets with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket. Irving finds Harris. And the rejection by Zubac. To the left side wing. Man can't hit. Nets leading by 8. Here's Irving. Misses off the right iron. LA's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Harris against Kennard. Pass to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
The deep three from Irving. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He had... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Patrick Patterson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Great look, but off the mark. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Irving against George. Irving passes to Claxton. Right side Aldridge. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Jackson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Floats one, and the layup is good. Claxton's got his first points in this one.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And George, here we go. And that one drops for him.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now, here is Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Patterson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's Paul George on the assist by Patterson. George has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. George against Irving. And it's blocked.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here is Irving. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Irving's got 20.
We're seeing the full arsenal here tonight. Uncle Drew turning up.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. A beautiful reverse layup. 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Stolen by Harden. Brown outside. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's the teardrop. Offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Brown. Now, here is Irving. Yes, that goes in. 24 points for him.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Here's George. And stolen by Jordan. Right side, Green. Harden. It counts. And the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
1:14 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside, George. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Irving finds Harris. Here's Jordan. No good with the layup. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now, here is Irving.
Good! Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
George looking over the floor. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Irving against George. Hot it up for Jordan. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Leonard against Harris. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Irving can't hit. George from deep three-point land. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So the Clippers win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harden out there with Irving. And it's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 1. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Harris. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court. Finishes the job.
Here's Los Angeles now. Right side, Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's how you set the table, and everybody gets to eat.
George against Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. And the rejection by Zubac. Harden outside. Clock at 6. Irving for 3. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. 2 points. That one goes. George has got 22.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Irving against George. Irving dishes to Green. The kick out to Irving. They get the rebound. Back to Green. This one for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn trailing. Here's the break. Stolen by George. Rondo with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Batum wide open. He fired. Money!
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Irving against George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Batum passes to Rondo. Jordan knocks it away.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Irving kicks to Harris. All sorts of time. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1. A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. George off target at the rim. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Here's Harden. Missed. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Harris finds Harden. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime. The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubats in at 7. George against DiVincenzo. George passes to Zubats over Lopez. Zubats no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. And it's Giannis missing. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That one goes. Count it. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. For the 3, trains the 3-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Holiday. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Lopez dishes to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From 8. That shot off, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. The rebound by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Here's George. Lopez with the block. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The Clippers grab the miss. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. Zubats kicks to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And that one drops. Giannis has got 6 points.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Lopez grabs the board.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And he gets the bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Jackson looking it over. Lopez with the block. Now the Bucks moving it up. Batum against Giannis. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's George. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. George with no one around. They get it back. Can't hit that one. Bucks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. The shot by Middleton, wide open. The quick look, no good that time. LA is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And it's good for 2. 5 points in the game.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Bucks leading by 3. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Jackson misses. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Rajon Rondo. Marcus Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's man in at the shooting guard. And stolen by Patterson. And now the Clippers on the break. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kennard.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here is Forbes. Here's Tucker. And with the rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Rondo can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Connaughton. Softly drops in the floater. Connaughton's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Here's Rondo. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, you got to be better defensively on Rondo there as he comes off that screen.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris outside. Kennard on the wing. Now the dish to Rondo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Forbes. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 3. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, a convincing finish by Patrick Patterson, giving us a demonstration of the kind of power he has at his disposal.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Basket counts. And the Bucks lead by 3. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The drive by Rondo. Good. Rondo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Rondo just being creative there on that drive, finding different ways to burn the D whenever he penetrates.
Here is Forbes. 1:56 left in the second quarter. Connaughton passes to Portis, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender, and when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Bucks passing it around. Forbes the pass to Portis. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 10-point game. To stop the run. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night. That one misses for Rondo.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Nwora. Shot clock at 5. Sweet move. And it's Connaughton missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And so it... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, and he... And that's going to do it for us here. The second...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
From deep, George. Come on. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
George up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. George with the bucket.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Now, Antetokounmpo, he's got 14. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jackson against Holiday. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 7.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Milwaukee leading by 10. And here is DiVincenzo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. To the middle. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Holiday left side. Over Jackson. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
And here's George for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Holiday the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Outside for George. Here's Batum. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Batum's got his first points of the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Giannis outside. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. The offensive rebound. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
1:36 left to play here in the third. The kick out to Lopez. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lopez has got 6 points in the quarter. Clippers trail by 10. Outside Jackson. Offline with his 3.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's DiVincenzo.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The baseline J off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 10. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Lopez. Stolen by Jackson. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. They're running. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Patterson can't get it to go.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And so it's Milwaukee enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's Portis high post. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here is Forbes, defended by George. Connaughton passes to Portis. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Rondo with the ball. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Here is Forbes. Inside, here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Shoots from 12. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. It's Portis, high post. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers trail by 10. Here's George, and the lead is down inside single digits. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Pass to Tucker. And there's the pass to Morrow. There's the three. And it's Connaughton missing. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And they pick up 2.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Laura, the pass to Forbes. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Tucker. D right on him.
No, make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. DiVincenzo against George. Passes it to Zubac. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
4 on the shot clock. George passes to Zubac. Outside Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 9.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on it.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Holiday with it. And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Lopez. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, I love watching Brook Lopez go to work. Superb at playing to his strengths down on the box.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Milwaukee with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Holiday against Leonard. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Nets the corner three.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
Now here is Holiday. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. Staples.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the two-guard position. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Now, here's Lillard, stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside, takes a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Leonard, and the layup falls.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Here's Lillard. Outside Covington. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is George. Count it, good.
And just a beast of a scorer. Give George these kinds of looks, and he typically knocks him down.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
They grab their own miss, and Covington stays with it.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's Jackson with the drive. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. And here are the Trailblazers now. After the basket by Los Angeles. Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 3. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
So both teams changing it up here. And George drops them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Over Patterson. And too long on the shot. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Jones against Morris. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Rondo looking around. No good on that one. Excellent D from Cantor. Passes to Simons. And they're pushing it up. Here's Rondo. Finished off the break.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Cantor. The rebound by Patterson.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious. Gets behind the D on the break, and the passes, I mean, it's there waiting for him.
Here's Simons. The Clippers getting the bucket. And it's good, 2 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Rondo. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Rondo with the steal. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. And that one, good. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
Well, over 1,000 steals in his career. Rondo remains a disruptive force.
Here's Simons. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Both shots good from the stripe. Outside Rondo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game.
Wow, hammering it in!
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Rondo.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Patterson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone, and he gets it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
And the basket by McCollum.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work. Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And he drops it in from the low post. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Anthony kicks to Nurkic. Can't get it to fall. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Leonard. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Portland also making some changes. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Powell. Nurkic trying to get open. Powell, that's good.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
George against McCollum. And that one's good. George.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
A player of McCollum's size anticipates contact on the drive, which sets him up to outsmart it.
Left side, Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one.
Well, for Jackson, it's about being consistent. I mean, when he concentrates on playing to his strengths, he's an effective player.
Cantor checked in for McCollum. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Here's Simons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Jones against George. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Jones. He logs up the alley-oop pass, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside, George lays it up off the glass. George has got 10 points.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Here's Simons. And that one, good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. And that does it for our half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And Portland again with the bucket. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
Outside Jackson. Shoots over Nurkic. Jackson misses. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. And that one is good. Leonard's got 8 points.
Well, when Batum spots a wide open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Lillard looking around. Here's the pass to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Great open look there. 10 points for him.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Outside, George connects from 3-point range. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
The shot by Lillard wide open, but they recover it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And Portland with a change here too. Anthony's checked in. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kennard's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Rondo against Powell. Pass to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac, and Morris subbed in for Nicholas Batum. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. A shot by Rondo is no good. Portland trailing here. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. Kept alive. Out left to the wing. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes in. Lillard's got 11 points.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Looking to get it going, and Rondo with the lay-in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside Anthony. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Patterson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Leonard. That shot missing, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. And the basket by Lillard.
And Lillard times these floaters perfectly. He rises up with ease, letting the ball roll off his fingertips.
Rondo against Lillard.
Love to see him battling in there. I mean, go get it, little fella.
The Trailblazers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Patterson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Here's Cantor. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Morris is out there with Paul George. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Oh, man, and Jackson is just incredibly fast in transition. It's just the defense's worst nightmare when he's leaking out in the open floor.
McCollum outside. No good from outside.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since. And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's McCollum for 3. Portland again missing. Clippers leading by 7. Left side Jackson. And George gets to Jackson. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D from Cantor. Powell, no one around him. gets the three-pointer to fall.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
George passes to Jackson. That one off the back iron and out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Nurkic. Let's go. Rebound by the Clippers. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his third foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Cantor. And Lillard subbed in for Derek Jones.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lillard outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, that's two straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Three-point lead. Down low. Zubac, that's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lillard from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Man can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Covington. Kicks to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Powell for 3. Covington passes to Powell. Here is Lillard. The 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Offensive rebound. Zubac. And easy 2 points on the layup. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Pass to Powell. McCollum outside. From deep. The shot will not fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Nice move. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by George. Jackson up top. He's guarded by McCollum. And the basket by Jackson.
Like whenever Jackson uses his speed on the glass, keeping possessions going.
Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. That's a 2 from Lillard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good.
Can't waste any time here.
And you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And George with the stuff.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame it? They're on a tear.
Jackson kicks to George. Lets it fly. Off target. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what's...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... There below is Barclays. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And for the Nets, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Irving. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And these teams both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking. Do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play.
Harden finds Green. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George with no one around. Buries it from 3-point range.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Outside Irving. They get it again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, an accurate 3-point shooter. Paul George can get it going from distance.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And Harris drops them both. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jackson against Harden. Jackson with it. Over Harden. Misses off the left iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Deflects the pass. Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
Now, here is George. He's got 6. Pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
George against Irving. Left side, Jordan. Irving looking over the floor. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Jordan's got 6 points.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Jackson against Harden. Jackson down low. Can't connect from short range. Brooklyn leading by 3. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the three off target. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Zubats against Jordan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Batum against Green. And Batum kicks to Zubats. Shot clock at 6. Over Jordan. And the shot is long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Jackson against Harden. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Nets leading by 5. Outside Irving. Dishes it to Jordan. And the shot goes down. He's got 12.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
From deep, George. Rebound, Brooklyn. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Green with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Harden outside. Offensive rebound. Brown. The shot is good off the backboard.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2. Brooklyn with the ball. Clippers able to drain the 3. Claxton the pass to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Patterson. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here's Brown. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Rondo. The pass to Mann. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Harden against Rondo. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got his first basket.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Rondo with it, picked up by Brown. Pass to Mann. Passes it to Patterson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Brown drives in. It's good. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. Morris kicks to Zubats. The 10-footer. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets leading by 6. Harris outside. And on the way from Irving for 3. And staying with the play, Harris.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Jackson against Irving. A floater. Here's Zubats. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Brown finds Irving. Left side, Griffin. Irving. And staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Leonard against Aldridge. Zubats. Back to Leonard. Rejected by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Brown's got the ball. Irving with a clean look. Again, Irving missing.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Los Angeles. He gets that one. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Brown against George. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Irving against Jackson. Irving passes to Aldridge. Back to Irving. The dish to Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. Over Morris. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. DeAndre Jordan came out on a mission in the first. He had 12 points, 5. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving up top, guarded by Jackson. And that one's good, Irving.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Zubats.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Harris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Now here is George. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here's Harris from the arc. They get it back. Here's Jordan. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
The deep 3 from George. Another shot. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Zubac. Zubac has got 6 in the quarter. That's tipped. The dive for the ball. Here we go, one-on-one. Leonard with no one around. No good on the 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power.
And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Patterson kicks to Rondo. Shot clock at 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backcourt. They are really controlling the inside.
He gets it in there.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. And it's sent back by Irving. Pass to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden's shot is off. Clippers trail by 8. And Batum kicks to Patterson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Over Harris. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. And on the way from Irving for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Kyrie, such a blur in the open court. Leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Here's Rondo, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden the pass to Jordan. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Patterson.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Harden the pass to Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 44 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris. Batum passes to Morris. Outside, George lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Clippers trail by 11. Rondo looking around. And the Clippers miss again.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Count that one. Griffin's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
The inside game of Griffin, very polished and superb at getting into a position where he can cash in.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Here's Irving. The pass to Aldridge. Outside for Griffin. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 10. George, that's a 2-pointer. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Brown drives in. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Irving. And he lays it straight in. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Blake Griffin.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Now Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. The 3-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Over Claxton. And the Clippers miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Kyrie Irving, one of the quickest players in the game, so he's outstanding at forcing the issue when he wants on the drive.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. Now here's Jackson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Harden against Leonard. Harden dishes to Jordan. Here's George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Nicholas Batum. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one, tricked you into it.
Here's Rondo. And the three off target.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Now here's Harden. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Harden kicks to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Irving from long range. Sinks the triple. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
Feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
.109 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Rondo.
The coaching staff likes DeAndre Jordan defensively to call out what's going on, be the voice behind the defense, and his massive size, that can intimidate some shooters.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Batum. Outside for George. Tries again. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Green. Irving for three. Nailed from three-point land. And the Nets lead by 12.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Brooklyn with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. On the wing, Irving. The tray, and the Nets, another three.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
On the wing, George. Here's Zubac. Second shot opportunity. Misses.
Nice to see Kyrie focus on locking down his...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but anything not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Here's Los Angeles now. Outside for George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. George, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Here's Holiday. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's DiVincenzo. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Nobody near Leonard. Off the left rim and out.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. The wing jumper off target.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
George against DiVincenzo. A nice shot by George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
George against Lopez. Jackson down low. Outside, Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
Jackson against Holiday. Lopez right side. Holiday trying to free himself up. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Holiday. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Right wing. To the inside. Knocked away. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's George. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
And Holiday, here we go. Here's Lopez, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Lopez has got 6.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here's Jackson. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
George looking over the floor. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he can't bank that one in. Outside Holiday to the paint. Batum with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's the 3. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks leading by 4. Passes to Lopez. Middleton outside. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Rajon Rondo. Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's man in at the 2-guard spot.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And they double up Rondo. Stolen by Tucker. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. Middleton on the wing. Patterson defending. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Middleton outside. He dishes it to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. Fires from the line. Portis. That one misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's man. The Clippers get another chance here.
Hey, you can make a case that Rondo may be the best rebounding point guard over the last decade plus in the league. Really hits the boards hard and well, which leads to extra points a lot of times.
Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Morris right side. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. With the putback. And it's put back up and in by Rondo. Rondo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Portis. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Rondo with it, picked up by Portis. Rondo against Portis. Shoots from 12. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there, nice instincts.
Clippers trail by 12. Rondo scanning the floor. Here's Patterson. Rebounded by Tucker.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And Portis throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12. And you, big fella. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bucks leading by 12. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shot clock at 6. Holiday finds Middleton. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Clippers.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Giannis outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Paul George. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Clippers trail by 10. Right side, George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 8 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Here's George down low. Here's Zubac. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Drills it from outside.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
Here's George. Second chance shot, and that one is good from Zubac.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
Clippers trail by 11. Here's Batum. It's George on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Holiday feeds to Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And the wide open shot from Morris. He can't get that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Mann. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. To the inside. The kick out to Lopez. Out to the wing. Here's Connaughton, defended by George. Stolen by George. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Stops, pops, and that one goes long.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2. The rebound by Patterson. Clippers trail by 15.
you know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Tucker finds Holiday. Shoots over Patterson. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. Rondo on top, guarded by Holiday. Morris inside. Portis brings the double team. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Portis. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And George, here we go. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Portis. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Knocks it loose. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. The shot's good.
You know, Rondo's always looking to pass, and the threat of him passing can oftentimes open things up for him on the fast break.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
A shifty player who really thrives on making the right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in, and George with the stuff.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
To the left side wing. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes in, and the Bucks lead by 15. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Patterson defending. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So, for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patterson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Portis kicks to Forbes. Over George. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. And here's Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Zubac. Caruch grabs the board. Milwaukee with the ball. Here is Forbes. Pass to Nora. The pass to Karuch. Shoots over Zubats, and it's Karuch missing. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for David. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And with tip.
Kevin, thanks very much. C.J. McCollum has talked about the...
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And it's in there.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Lillard against Jackson. Now, here's Lillard, guarded closely. Covington with it, guarded now by Jackson. Lillard with the bucket. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
That one falls.
He's a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Offensive rebound, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's Covington on the wing.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
No good off the back of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Outside for Jackson. Nurkic with the block. And it's...
Night in and night out.
Here's Morris. And Anthony sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Morris. Excellent D there from Anthony.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Portland again missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And here's Morris for three. Rebounded by Anthony.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Rondo. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You've got to be on exactly the same page to connect on that long of an alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play. Offside Rondo. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Jones. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kennard on the wing. Five to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And Cantor pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Anthony in the corner. McCollum finds Cantor. Inside. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian...
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Man in at the 2. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Feeds to Powell. A steal. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The shot's good from Kennard.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Simons. Got a piece of it. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Kennard's shot is off. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lobs it up for Cantor. Rondo passes to Morris. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Pass to Cantor. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Morris. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Jones. Anthony right side. Over Morris. Here's Cantor. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Cantor's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Rondo passes to Kennard. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Anthony's got his 6th rebound on the night. The drive by Cantor. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 1:44 left to play here in the half. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Simons surveying the D. Powell the pass to Cantor. And there it is for him. Cantor's got 6 here in this quarter. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Man. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good with the triple.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Lobs it up for Cantor. That puts them in the lead.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Outside Rondo. And the pass to Man. And here's Kennard. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Outside Rondo. From the arc. That shot misses. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's been all about Enes Kanter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following him.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, and that'll do.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. 3rd quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Jackson up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fires for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. They grab their own miss. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. To the middle. The second chance effort. Passes it to Nurkic. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Batum. Back to Zubac. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Lillard dishes to Covington. And the rejection by Zubac.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Lillard outside. And the rejection by Jackson.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
From 18 feet away. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. George with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Portland trailing here. Here's the lob to Lillard. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Leonard the pass to George. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Good D by Covington. Here's McCollum. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. McCollum's got his first 2 points of the night. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Powell. And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 1.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Lillard outside. The 3. But they'll get another chance. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Here's Cantor. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Jackson looking it over. Leonard with no one around. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep three-point range, and it's Leonard again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's George. Fires the 3. No good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Portland out in front, up by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Patterson in at the 5 down low. Rondo passes to Leonard. Shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
Outside Anthony. Back to Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Lillard finds Cantor. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. Anthony with the block. Now the pass to Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Leonard against McCollum. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Jackson.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
Over to the wing. Cantor dishes to Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Cantor.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Leonard, the pass to Patterson. No good there. Good D by Jones. Portland leading by 3. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Wide open. Good. Nothing but net.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The 19-foot shot. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jones in the post. Leonard's there. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Clippers trail by 7. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson with it. Passes it to Patterson. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Morris against McCollum. Down low. Here's Cantor. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Morris kicks to Jackson. Will it go? And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Another shot. They get it again. Cantor, the pass to Carmelo. Lillard against Rondo. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Leonard. Drills the three-pointer.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Cantor kicks to Lillard. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.